Hi there, my name is Ernest Page, and not only would I like to introduce myself to you, but also the new A-Class Sedan. Yes, that is not a CLA, that's an A-Class Sedan. Let's go check it out. Mercedes-Benz has traditionally been known to make bigger cars. Think G-Wagon, C-Class and S-Class. But in 1997, they decided to make something smaller than the iconic 190e. They made the A-Class, and since then, they have sold over 3 million units. Now, fast forward to 2019, and I'm driving the A-Class Sedan. Now, don't get confused between the CLA and the A-Class Sedan. Totally different cars, I've been told. The CLA is the coupe version of the A-Class, and this is the sedan version. The interior in here is much the same as the A-Class hatchback. For those of you guys that have spent any time in the A-Class or even watched a few videos, you'll know that it's got the fantastic MBUX system, which in this car now comes as standard. Now you would think that because the A-Class hatchback is doing so well, and in South Africa we are generally an SUV market, why would they bring the A-Class sedan here? Mercedes-Benz seems to think that an entry-level sedan might be the way to introduce new customers to the brand. In a market that's on a downturn at the moment, the smaller Mercedes-Benz cars are selling really well. Now, in 2019, they're making this. I'm currently driving the A200, and the A250 is also available. In the future though, Mercedes-Benz will be bringing the A35 and the A45, which they say we can expect next year. This one, however, the A200 is spec'd with the 1.3 litre 4-cylinder turbocharged engine, which that's quite a lot of poke, surprisingly. Who'd have thought that Mercedes-Benz would opt for a 1300 4-cylinder turbocharged engine, but with emissions regulations going as they are, we got to move with the times. But how does the A-Class drive? Well, surprisingly good. For such a little engine, this car has so much shove, 250 Newton meters of torque to be exact, and that little 1.3 litre engine pushes out the same power as the A-Class hatchback with 120 kilowatts. But when it comes to optional extras, there's quite a lot. The option list is quite extensive. This one's got the AMG line Polo white color for 50,000 Rand. It's also got the mirror package for 5,000, the parking package for 14, the panoramic sliding roof for 15, which is just incredible. I would definitely spec that in here. And of course, the driving assistance package for 30,000 Rand. So if you do go for the A-Class sedan, be prepared to spend a little bit on some of these extras. Of course, all the major changes are at the back. As you can see here, the car now has 160 millimeters of extra length and about 6 millimeters on top. The boot here has been designed in such a way that the aperture is exceptionally wide and high over here, so it's quite easy to fit in our camera gear in the back. Other changes include those optional 17-inch wheels, and up front, this one's got the optional AMG line grille over there. Let's go check what it's like on the back seats. At the back here, it is pretty roomy, but truth be told, I am only 5'7" tall. It does feel pretty spacious though, and even with the seat pushed back quite a bit, there is quite a lot of legroom. Now, this car comes with 2 USB ports at the back, and unfortunately though, they are USB-C, so best you guys get those converters ready. So what is this car like to drive around town? Well, stuck in traffic here, the little Mercedes is surprisingly good. It is very comfortable in comfort mode, and these 17-inch wheels are just fine when negotiating bumps and potholes. The steering feels light and easy to use, but does load up in sport mode. Another thing about sport mode is that these pedals do seem to liven up a little bit, but I don't think most Mercedes owners are even going to look at these. On the open road, this car is as comfortable as any Merc should be. And when you don't feel like driving, it has got the semi-autonomous system that can be activated from the steering wheel over here. Another system that can be activated is the voice activating system, which is, as far as I'm concerned, probably one of the best in the world. Check this out. Hello, Mercedes.
How can I help you?
Please change the color to blue.
Okay, I'm changing the color.
As simple as that. The A-Class Sedan is a beautiful car to look at, but it does kind of feel like it might be the car that nobody asked for. If that is the case, we'll have to wait and see, because only time will tell if this beauty is going to be a beast on the sales sheets.
I was so confused because I didn't know there was an A-Class Sedan. I knew it was in China, now it's in South Africa.
Yeah.
Kind of making sense to me now in terms of where it fits in.
Yeah.
Do they need a CLA though?
I don't think so. Look, having driven the car, it made me think, why bother with a CLA? I mean, the taller chaps at the launch were getting into the back of the CLA and they don't fit.
They were lying down.
Yeah, so I don't see the point of the CLA when the A-Class Sedan. I think it looks fantastic. And if you are after a sedan, you might as well get the sedan for its practicality. So.
John, when we discussed this a month ago, Brendan actually raised a good point. He said it's actually quite a nice entry into the sedan market for Merc. Maybe guys that no longer can afford a C-Class. Dimensions-wise, it's almost like an old C-Class now. You agree with that?
Yeah, I think so. I think, you know, initially when the C-Class came out in the 3 Series, they were the entry level into Mercedes and BMW. And as the ranges have sort of extended, they've had to bring in smaller things underneath as the cars get bigger and bigger and bigger. So yeah, I think it is quite a nice entry. It's priced relatively competitively. We'll see when the 2 Series sedan eventually gets launched. But yeah, it seems to be the sort of the direction that they're going in.
So it's just, do you want headroom or don't you?